Broadcast. Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Wednesday, July the 18th, 2012, 4 p.m. Eastern. Same bat time, same bat channel. The grind. S&P grinding nicely higher. As we said, how can you be bearish into that? Yesterday's candle. Bernanke did deliver a little bit. I think he delivered a little bit more today. I think that the idea that Superman can come to the rescue was helping the market rally higher. And the U.S., obviously, numbers, housing market really helping matters a lot. Housing numbers, while in line, still, some of the housing start numbers are the best since 2008. Texas is flying. Gee, I wonder why. Oil. Flying. So there are pockets of strength in the United States of America. And that really is the point. United States of America. We are one. We are united. Europe doesn't have that luxury. Because Texas doing well, and even California, Phoenix, and New York not doing great, add them all together. All Europe has is Germany. And you can't have that. And that really is part of the problem. I thought CNBC today, Alpha, was very impressive. I thought Blankfein summed up the Euro situation very well. The Germans can do it. The Germans will do it. But at what point will they decide to do it? And there could come a point where the snowball gets so great that when Germany finally decides to do it, their strength just doesn't hold back the snowball. That's my belief. But hey, I'm always wrong. Not today. Although I got to tell you, Eurodollar, barely even unchanged on the day, was down. So we're not talking like we had major correlation today. Today was actually an aberration, in my opinion, with Euro down, coming back once again, making another higher low, sucking in the longs, myself included. I think this thing is due for a big pop. And it's almost like no news is good news. I thought the numbers today that came out, Eurozone, London employment a little bit better, but give me a break. Olympics. Big hedge fund manager loves the pound short. Long term. Loves the dollar. Dollar becoming commodity currency. Can you believe that? I think that actually is a very long-term big play. I completely agree with that. I think there's such vast wealth in the Americas from a resource capacity that if the world does continue to grow and sustain those kind of levels of demand, that it would be worth for the U.S. to keep investing in commodity infrastructure, that we would become a global powerhouse. And if natural gas becomes more of a play, a used resource in industrial production, tremendous. Tremendous. So, look at the pound, and I think the pound wants to break out. And again, that S&P chart, we're going higher. And that dollar index, really, no major movement. Amazing that all these idiots on TV, they love to talk about it when the correlation's working, but what about when it's not? I mean, look at this trifecta. Bang. You got to love it. The weak hands that are short are getting stopped out. But the long players, long-term players, are hanging in. I still think we come in. Again, the S&P looks like it wants to grind and maybe even punch higher. But last time I checked, at least last year, thanks to my member, John Andrea, the market really came in a couple of days after Bernanke. Now, I think there are going to be other factors. And like I said, the short gold, long oil trade is looking very good. Again, Syria, Iran, the situation in the Middle East is rapidly gaining momentum. You want to talk about a potential black swan event? Oh, I'm going to give it to you. It's freaking Syria, okay? This is not Libya. This is not Iraq. This is freaking Syria. Major backers, direct backers, military-industrial complex of Russia. This is Russia's stronghold in the Middle East. They have backed him big time. Assad. Major killings, major defections. Assad's days are numbered, for lack of a better word. The big question is, and the black swan event that could happen this week, no joke, if things advance as much as I think they are, and remember, the U.S. has more naval vessels in the Middle East Persian Gulf than in ever history they have had. Between submersibles, minesweepers, combat troops, it's insane. The radars, our radar sites now completely encircle Iran. We are so ready for DEFCON 5. It's not even funny. There's some in Iran that are shaking their boots. Well, you wouldn't think so, would you? So given all this big talk from Obama, and actually actions do speak louder than words, and he is showing actions by deploying troops, naval exercises, minesweepers, basically doing a mock drill of a closure of the Straits of Hormuz. So our combat troops in the Middle East are very prepared for any possible situation. So what does Iran do? What does Iran do? They try and provoke. So instead of doing something major like closing the strait, no, they'd rather pick on a couple of innocent Israelis and blow up a bus of tourists, teenagers. What the? It just goes to show you those in the Iranian government in charge of the military want a war. They continue to provoke Israel. Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, came out within hours and said it was Iran. That's messed up. It's almost like Iran wants us to know it's them. How can Netanyahu know within hours it was Iran if Iran is so technologically sophisticated and great at clandestine operations? Wouldn't you think they'd be able to hide it a little better? Maybe they don't want to. Black swan. And remember, Iran is big time in Lebanon with Hezbollah and big time with Syria as well. They are not going to let it go down without a fight. They might tell Assad to go down blazing, with guns blazing, with chemical weapons blazing. Get Israel in the mix. If you're going to die, you may as well go down a martyr and help the Arab cause. Yeah. Makes sense to me. May you live in interesting times. The drought continues. Food prices expected to explode even more. Even the president talking about it finally. I like this euro yen. I know I'm not talking about a lot of macro economic numbers. And there were some. Minutes out of London, things aren't getting very good there. Average earnings were better in London, a little bit. We do have good numbers coming out tonight, London. Retail sales. US, we know unemployment claims are going to suck. My estimate, 380. Euro yen, though, looks like it wants to break out. Euro looks like it wants to break out. I know I said it was yesterday, but hey, You certainly didn't lose a lot of money. Dollar Canada worked nicely. Well, dollar yen, we'll talk about this. Again, IBM. Oh, my goodness. Up after the close, another $2. $2. That means 6 on the day, 190 on IBM. Oh, mama. We're going higher. And remember, it's triple roll. Aussie's making new highs right now. Kiwi's running for 80. We'll look at them in a second. Get Australia business confidence tonight. But look at this dollar yen. Doesn't look very good. If the U.S. economy was more healthy, you would see dollar yen up. And again, in my opinion, rates are going higher in Japan before they go up in the U.S. How's that? How's that? Major channel line. 78.40. We break there. I'm a buyer there, but I'm nervous. Dollar Canada, again with Carney. Pounding the table. Rates going up, not down. Dollar Canada looks gorgeous to the downside. Triple top. Going lower. Certainly, in my opinion, this 99.50 attainable. I mean, we're ready to explode. The dollar's ready to really have a sharp decline down. It might not last, but certainly due for a nice big bar day. A tower bar, candlesticks lovers. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's coming. And the sterling yen looks good, even though it was down today. Amazing. Market up, sterling yen down. I get it. I still like it. Pound Kiwi rolling over again. Gorgeous shooting star. I got to tell you, this baby looks like a nice short. I love it. Risk on, baby. We've dribbled. We're now rolling over. You have an outside candle, almost. But a gorgeous shooting star. Thought it was. And again, this New Zealand dollar I like. Like it. Even though it came in nicely, I know, and some pain last night. Sucked. But, again, as part of my premium service, I communicate via Twitter. And I say, we're holding on. Oh, baby. We're not getting letting go. No way. So it's a nice comeback Wednesday, I'll tell you that. And again, triple roll coming. These suckers are going to close at the highs. Remember, you earn triple interest if you hold after 5 p.m. Eastern. Where can it go? Where's it going? Certainly here. That's easy. I think 81. Big time. Oh, yeah. Target, baby. Aussie dollar to the moon. Ooh. This dollar Canada looks gorgeous to the downside. Listen, S&P breaks out. We could be talking rippage. Certainly, again, 105, 104.75 is a big spot. I would say we're going there tonight. 100 pips. Do we get to 107? Holy crap. I don't. I hope not. I'll be taking some pain. But if we do close above this whole area here, 105, we're going to 107. Absolutely. But again, I think we might have a catch-up day where S&P is only up 5, but the dollar really gets whacked. Something on the lines of that happening. Because we got to play catch-up. U.S. dollar certainly not really down much given the S&P so strong. And you have IBM after the close. Good. It's going higher. That's good for risk on, baby. So New Zealand looks like it's going higher. Let's take a look at this pound Swiss because I've been dead wrong on this. But you know what? It's coming to a close. That's it already. Triple top. Pitchfork. Whatever you want to call it. Now, remember, I want you to follow me on Facebook, Voice of Forex fan page, YouTube, Voice of Forex, and, of course, on Twitter. Come on, people. Get me to 3,000. I've been stuck in this zone. I keep grinding higher. I'm sick of it. I love this pound Swiss short, and this dollar Swiss also. Love it. And, enough of this. Enough. Enough of this bull crap. I want to make some money. It depends how you trade it. Could have made some good money today, but you really have to stick to your guns. But again, this is summer trading. You know, a lot of false flags, sort of like London. Reason I say that, I'm amazed. Amazed. You're talking about a firm that employs 600,000 people worldwide. They had 2 years to prepare for the London Olympics, but this staffing firm and was told to come up with 10,700 security personnel or personnel, whatever. They only had 3,500. You want me to say it again? One of the biggest staffing firms in Europe, 600,000 employees, I believe, worldwide. 2 years to prepare, could not staff, had to call in the United States of America and TSA to help. You don't think there's something there? I'll tell you what, there's one of two things, in my opinion. One, MI6 told them to do that so they could get terrorists to try more things on the Olympics. The MI6 and the United States Secret Service, CIA, can capture them. The other is there's a total conspiracy for, well, there's three reasons, for a false flag. And that means let them in, let them do something, and then we can wipe them out, finally. Those are the sickos, the neocons in the governments around the world, because that's insane. And then, of course, there's the third option, that there's some sort of plant. You know, there's some sort of plant there. And they did it on purpose to allow a terrorist attack, which would be insane. All right, everyone, again, I think we're going higher. I think the markets look like they want to go to my channel line. I think the numbers coming out tonight have really no bearing. The big event is anything global. Iran, Syria are hot. Big time. Keep your eyes glued to any Middle East news resources you have, because Syria, chemical weapons, Iran, Israel, now with this situation, with the bombing of the tourist bus, not good. But you know what? It's probably good news before bad news. Andrew Spanton, let the charts tell you what to do. Not that this says a lot. The only voice you'll ever need, Truly Loves, to make you money. Have a good night.